Oh yes, the sounds of Machine Eye Supremacy March of the Undead Part 2. If you want to check out Machine Eye, they've got a whole bunch of free tracks, and you'll be a complete fool not to download them. www.machineeyesupremacy.com. I will spell that out in the channel because, no doubt, not many people can actually spell it. In fact, I'd be surprised if I can. Let me see, machineeyesupremacy.com. Oh dear, that's Google. Oops, never mind. Yeah, I'll sort it out for you in just 1 second. Now, I need to tell you about an exciting new development. It's an exciting new development in association with Warecraft. It's not an association because that's Warecraft is my cafe press store, which I use to give some cash to WoW Radio. And basically, what we can now do for you, we can do two things. One, black t-shirts. In much demand, because let's face it, some of the white t-shirts look a bit tacky, and I know some people prefer not to wear white t-shirts. But we can now do black t-shirts. So what I'm going to be doing over the next couple of weeks is getting the most popular designs up there as black t-shirts. If there's anything you particularly like to see, then just let me know. At the moment, we've got the Epic shirt, the I Gank Noobs shirt, which are both very popular designs. We've also got the Iron Forge t-shirt, which is exclusively black. We don't have white metal t-shirts, it's just not allowed. They must be black! Black as the night sky. And we also have the Ask the Murloc t-shirt, including the Ask the Murloc merchandise line designed by Stalker EU. Basically, there's a whole bunch of stuff with Ask the Murloc on it. It doesn't just say Ask the Murloc, it actually has an Ask the Murloc design. And I'm sure Dustin, my IRC monkey vid today, will be very, very happy to link you the designs. So, Ask the Murloc merchandise. Ideal Christmas or late Christmas presents. Go and get some now. Proceeds go to WoW Radio. Well, most of them go to WoW Radio. Some of them go to actually feeding me until I get my wage packet. Ugh. Damn 2 weeks cycles on pay. Ugh. Horrible. Oh well, it's worth it for working in a game store. Right. So, Warecraft stuff. Go and buy it now. cafepress.com/Warecraft. Go and check it out. Okay. Now, we're talking about DKP. So I'm going to read out a couple more emails and comments I've had on DKP. And then we'll see what we can talk about for the last 20 minutes of the show and possibly get Imbecile of the Week out of the way. Okay. You see, that's not the Murloc. I've gone and logged into the wrong email account, which is not helpful. Like, your order for Battle for Middle-earth 2 has been processed. Oh, by the way, just let you know this. Those of you who are in the UK, I'm sure the American side probably does as well. If you order Battle for Middle-earth, if you pre-order it, Battle for Middle-earth 2, off Game, the store Game, then you can actually get a beta key to the Battle for Middle-earth beta. Right. Okay. Now, Air Peterson, also known as Zelu from Earth and Rain, comes up with this one. The problem with DKP is that it appears to favour people who raid as much as possible, super hardcore, if seen from the outside. That is actually my personal experience with it. As far as I know, the only people who actually complain about the DKP system are people who have never been a part of it in any way, including a prehistoric me. Once you actually try it, you see that it's fair in every way. If you go to every single raid, you'll get more stuff. If you raid every now and again, you'll progress slower. I believe that's both logical and fair. I would agree with them on this. It is logical and it is fair. It is unfair to give people who have spent less time in the instance more loot. That is disproportionate. You've got to look at it from both sides. Don't demonise these, quote, hardcore players, because they're the ones putting the serious effort in. Don't demonise them. You cannot possibly go and generalise people like that. It's unacceptable. Everyone is different. Yeah, sure, some super hardcore players are DKP whoring bastards that you would never ever want to meet. There you go. Right. Okay, Pi is good. Who is apparently a level 60 Frost Mage. Oh, it's Kamoshi on the Black Hand server. He comes up with this one. He says, personally, I like DKP, but what my guild does is a mix of a Führer system, in which the officers decide who gets what based on various factors like attendance, helpfulness, how much you need, how big an upgrade it is, and an RPP DKP system. And ultimately, it's the officers who decide who gets what, and the RPP does nothing except to maybe help decisions. So basically, it's influential in that respect. That's what it's saying there. I also really like this system. The only thing is, I joined my guild after it had been raiding MC for months. So the veterans would have priority over loot for myself, which I didn't mind so much, except on certain items, like Chromagus' Claw of Chromagus, which is obviously a Blackwing Lair item, which only has a 5% or so chance to drop. Being a mage, that's the one item I really want from Blackwing Lair that's left, and the thing is, the two veteran mages want it as well. So all I can do is hope those two aren't there the time the claw finally decides to drop. Now, again, you're going to have that problem every time. There are items, mainly, it has to be said, caster items, that are in great demand. Stuff like the Azure Song Mageblade, the Staff of Dominance, the Shadowwing Focus Staff, the Claw of Chromagus, and of course, the Shadowflame Staff from Nefarian. All in great demand, but then again, you're going to get a lot of weapons like that. The sword whose name I cannot pronounce that drops from Nefarian, was it Ashkandi, or something along those lines? Very much in demand. Anything from Nefarian, very much in demand, it's that simple. Now, it's stuff like that that makes the game interesting. If everything had a sort of equal drop rate, there would... Why do you call these items epic? This is what kind of confuses me in a way, actually. The fact that epics are very, very common in epic instances. Whereas you'd have thought an epic weapon would be something, that's difficult to get. Whereas in fact, that's actually legendary weapons. And legendary weapons are unattainable for most people. There are rarely more than a handful on any server. Now that's cool. Then again, there's also a handful of, say, Claw of Chromagus. I've only seen 2 on Daggerspine, and that was a high-pop day 1 server with many high-end PvE guilds. I only saw 2 Claw of Chromagus. Azure Song Mageblade, yeah, I saw more of those, but at the end of the day, Azure Song Mageblade is a great weapon, and people really do desire it. And when it does drop, because it doesn't drop that often, the same with the Claw of Chromagus, it does go for an obscene amount of DKP. That's not necessarily a bad thing. If you have saved that DKP, then you deserve it. If you want to blow all your DKP on something like I did, I blew all my SRP on a Staff of Dominance and completely wiped, months worth of work on one item, then that is your own decision. But at the end of the day, by doing that, I've given everyone else the chance the next time it drops. And I've given everyone else the chance on other mage items. If you're after one specific item and you don't raid all the time, then you may view DKP as an unfair system. But at the end of the day, you should be in Molten Core and in Blackwing Lair to kit your character out and not just to get one specific item. Because if you're after one specific item, you will get this kind of disappointment. There's always a bigger fish and all that kind of bollocks. But yeah, I can see everyone's argument. Basically, I can see everybody's kind of argument when it comes to DKP. Some people hate it, some people love it. Some people just don't care. Okay. Right, I think we've covered DKP in a reasonable amount of detail today. If you have any further comments, then let me know by the murloc@gmail.com. I will read them, I will reply. If you want to start a discussion, since people seem to be doing that recently on the Blue Please show forums at wcradio.com. Although, let me give you one piece of advice. Don't do what Old Fan did and create a ridiculously inflammatory post about, was it mages or was it something else? Let me check. All I know is every time I say anything remotely controversial on this show, we always get a hate thread. It's really quite funny. No, that was Apfel who said, how can you say mages are fine? Old Fan says Total Biscuit needs a vacation because I ranted about the Murloc last week. If you don't agree with me, by all means, please tell me. But do at least put a little bit of effort into the post. Spell things correctly, use correct grammar, make a constructive argument based on logic and reason, rather than a ridiculously pointless drooling Ugh. Right, okay. I might just have time for the Imbecile of the Week this week. Let me check what the Imbecile of the Week is. I have a new content team this week, and they've done a very good job. So thank you to my content team this week. There we go. Now, this section is called... if I can find the actual button for it. Where's my Imbecile button? Haha, there we go. Imbecile. 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 Of the week. Yes, indeed. Imbecile of the week. This is where we find someone who goes above and beyond the usual level of silliness on the forum. It could be for any reason. He could be extremely angry. He could have made a silly point. Or he could just be kind of like this guy. I almost said, no, this is unsuitable for Imbecile of the Week. I did almost say that. But, to be honest, I'm a very cynical person. And in my opinion, this person is probably going to screw people over or get them killed. Now, I've posted it in the channel for you. Free tour of the world. I'll be your game guide, says Zorb, a level 17 gnome mage. Hi, I will happily accept any newbies as clients. I can give you direct tour of the cool places you can see in WoW regions from level 1 to level 20 or more. Plus I'll put in a free mechanical squirrel if you want one. The only thing you have to do if you want a mechanical squirrel, donate a malachite, a gem you find in mines, and ... I will also provide any equipment I might find useful to you. Can find me on Sylvana server as Zorb the gnome mage. If you play on another server, mail my mage or whisper him and I'll see what I can do. Now, it was almost cute, but I'm very cynical. I don't believe that anyone in WoW is actually kind and generous, and that there's always an ulterior motive. There's a few things I like to pick up from this post. One, if you play on another server, mail or whisper me. What? Since when can he send mail across servers? Or whisper, for that matter? It's like the blind leading the blind. You can't trust someone like that to actually tour people around the world, newbies, and educate them in the ways of WoW when he doesn't know what he's doing himself. It's a travesty. I also like this. A free mechanical squirrel, but you've got to give me one of the mats for it. That's not free. It's a discounted mechanical squirrel. It's probably a substandard mechanical squirrel. I bet it'll fall apart as soon as you blink and back is turned. Ugh. I mean, stuff like this, it just seems to be hopelessly kind of looking for attention. Maybe I'm a bit heartless. Maybe all this time playing WoW and all this time, using the internet has turned me into a heartless bastard. But really, why do people post stuff like this? I mean, especially when they don't even know the game themselves. Show you level 20 or more, you're level 17, you'll get ganked. You'll get killed. I mean, what kind of a bodyguard and a guide are you? You'll probably run them into a level 60 horde and get them corpse camped for 3 hours. Oh, dear. No. It's just silly. It's wrong. It's... Imbecile. 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 Of the week. Oh dear. Okay, I'm just going to do a little... that's not even a word, yeah. Okay, get me words back, get me sentences back in check. I'm going to do a couple of shout-outs, so you've got literally 2 minutes to get shout-outs into me, and I will throw them in your direction. Do it now, people. Did I just say squibble? That's from Stormguard. No, I did not say squibble. I said squibble. 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 Squirrel. Squirrel with 2 R's. Ah. I blame the stream, it was probably dodgy. Akamuru, level 41, Realm, Elmwood, Dreen, US. Guild, Keepers of the Past. Shout out to my computer networking teacher. He wrote me a pass to skip 7th period so I could stay in his class and play WoW. Fantastic. We don't need education. We only need World of Warcraft. So shout out to the computer networking teacher for doing that. If I haven't given you a shout-out, get your shout-outs in now. I say now, people. You've got about a minute. Squibble my ass. No, I didn't. You're lying to me, Stormguard. Shout out. Do it now. A shout out to Jeeves. Say that I hack. Okay, Jeeves hacks. There you go. Oh dear. To Gino23 and the Dark Crusade Guild on Archimond. Or is it Big Boss? No. To Big Boss and the Dark Crusade Guild on Archimond. That's a shout out to you. Ah ha ha, oh dear. Varska, you were right, we did wipe on Mandikir. I told you you were going to wipe on the Bloodlord. He's going down now, though. Whatever you say. Shout out to the Emerald Dream Guild Horde side, Invictus Manio. That's probably one of the coolest named guilds I've ever heard of. That's from Ender. Shout out to Asgard, Corpse and Wisp on the oh, I can never pronounce this damn name. Agamagagon server. Yes. Woot. Granite level 45 Dwarf. Can I have a shout out for the Arathi 5-0 Guild on Rune Totem? A shout out to Angel Girl's Bunny. That I'm sure she got off a rare drop. It's a rare spawn, I tell you. I'm going insane. Shout out to the Iron Circle Guild on Shadow Moon. That's from Grey. Shout out to Moirin because I didn't play her song. Well, join the club. I don't play a lot of people's songs. We don't have time on this show. It's not a music show. It's a serious discussion. It's a serious game, and this is the internet. Serious business. Shout out to the Scorned Guild on Storm Reaver Europe. We own the critters. That's from Stormguard. Let's see. Dunkor. Shout out to Dunkor for being better than Leto at Metal Fatigue, and he played a lot longer than me. He is, actually. I did play Metal Fatigue, which is a great real-time strategy robot game. Me, Leto, and Dunkor played it as part of our sort of staff bonding sessions, and Dunkor did, in fact, outlast Leto, although he did die horribly at the end, to myself. Ivisk, shout out to the Frozen North on Executus and Ivisk's Epic Shoes. Shout out to the Doom Guild from Sputnik that I'm not in on Moonrunner US. I ran SM Cathedral like 1,000 times and had caster gear ninjaed by hunters and warriors. Then when Doom Guild offered to run me through, they let me roll need on all of it. Oh, it's a heartwarming story, folks, here on Blue Please. I would like to give a shout out to my guild, the Cabal, on Storm Reaver, the best PvP guild in existence, period. We shall see about that. It's a good job you didn't migrate to Mazugo. We don't have any PvP because we've got no alliance to kill. We duel outside Ogrimmar, though. A shout out to Charon for poning an alliance rogue who's 5 levels higher than me. I'm a mage because I own. Well, it's not that hard, really. To Elwania, the ninja hacker. That's from Evil Gnome. Shout out to Strixus's bunny. It's a bunny theme today. Very, very bunny. Ugh. Kundor, can I get a shout out to Fire in Trollbane because you just got Thunder Fury. Imber, nerf it right now. Shout out to the Heroes of Beer on Dragonmoor who just wiped on Firemore because of a new pull from a dwarf. Bloody dwarfs. A shout out to Feck. Feck? That's not a name. Oh dear. I think it's... Was it Beckett? Yeah. It's a shout out to Beckett, not Feck. His name is not Feck. Oh dear. Shout out to him for being too ill to lead a guild raid tonight, but still managed to get out of bed to listen to Blue Please. I suggest you listen to Blue Please in bed. I actually did the first 2 hours of Molten Core in bed. I just turned on my projector, projected Molten Core on the wall, and sort of dragged my keyboard through and mouse. It was a bit lazy of me, but I sort of got cramp in my hand because I had my keyboard over the other side. It didn't really work. Any more shout-outs? Another shout-out to Akimeru for finding a total of 6 world drops on this character. Yay. Okay, that's it. End of the day. It's gone. I'm done. Leave me alone. I'm going to run away. Right. You've been listening to Blue Please here on WoW Radio. I'll try and get the archive up over the next couple of days. There will be a Christmas show, I say. It might be at home. I might actually get to go home for Christmas and see my family. Possibly, we'll have to see. But there will be a Christmas show. So tune in next Sunday for that. Happy Christmas and not happy holidays to you all. Political correctness will die a horrible grisly death on a big, big sword of doom. You've been listening to Blue Please. This has been WoW Radio with myself, Total Biscuit. This has been the Murloc. This is Battle Lore. This is Sword Song. Thank you for listening. It's good night from me.